just got home out of the rain, so let's go ahead and look at these banners and talk about them. Now, the immediate answer I have to give you guys is no, you should not summon on these characters, mainly because these characters are right before 6.0. We don't know what an Ineffa really is gonna look like until we see 6.0, until we see the artifacts, until we see the characters that drop. Ineffa could be utterly insane, unga bunga, get her, otherwise you're dumb for not having her, and now you have a DPS that doesn't have her support. But it is also very possible that the DPS doesn't need her, and the DPS functions very well without her, and, you know, she ends up being like another Emily. So as of right now, I cannot recommend anybody to summon on Ineffa, and you might be wondering why I say the same thing for Citlali. Well, 6.0 is coming, and the only reason you should summon on this character is if you have Mavuika or Arlecchino. I don't think any other character is worth getting this character for. No other character. Mavuika, Arlecchino, that's it. That is genuinely it. This character is just really massive damage increase for those characters. Gaming is also a character who uses her. However, you know, I doubt that a lot of people are seriously playing gaming, so yeah. I mean, unless you have like that true, like, great, I love using my Pyro DPS character, these characters just aren't it, right? Alright, so I'm gonna interject a little bit into this video, and I'm gonna ask you guys, can you please vote for me? I want to see if I can get content creator access. So all you gotta do is go to the link in the description and then come here and search at the Genshin Idiots, and you will find that I have a video for the voting, and there are 26 votes. Thank you guys a lot, because I did a community post and it was at 13 before this, so thank you guys so much. And I want to push for it, because if I can get, you know, content creator server, then I will definitely be making a lot of videos on that. Definitely, because I do want to make it more of an interactive thing, because I feel like a lot of times content creators will do their one video and then that's it. I don't necessarily know the rules that they have for content creator servers. Maybe you can only make the one video on it, but I feel like, you know, if I was able to make videos, and I'll see what it looks like, but obviously I haven't had the agreement to, you know, in the NDAs that I have to sign, you know, to actually see what's in the content creator server. But if I could, then absolutely I would go ahead and make a lot of videos. And definitely, you know, my idea would be that I would go ahead and actually try and answer people's questions about the character before they come out, because that way people can actually be informed before the banner comes out, because that'd be the best, I think, option. Because, you know, typically I'm learning the character as she's still out and like people are summoning for her. If you want to support me, go ahead, come to the link in the description and vote for my content, and I very much so would appreciate that. Now we can talk about the weapon banner. You know, Lunar Charge, a reaction only, you know, Ineffa is able to do. Oh wow, yeah, that's a main part of her staff. Although I think it's just immediately when you press your E skill or Q skill, you get 28% attack, which isn't bad. Something along the lines of that. And then, you know, Citlali's catalyst here is if you create a shield, you give 28% damage bonus, which is nice in theory. However, you have to create a shield, which really only Lanyan does, but that is Lanyan, who may at that point have 28% damage bonus and 40% Rise Shred, although I'm not a fan of Iridescent Rise Shred at this point in the game. At this point, you either have, you know, Rise Shred up for 20 seconds, or you're done. And also, the Rise Shred only lasts for the one opponent. Now, we are moving into Stygian, which, you know, only has one opponent, but yeah. So yeah, I'm not too big of a fan of the weapon banner right now. I think they're just, especially because, again, 6.0 right around the corner. We're talking about DPSs that are going to be Mulanni, better than Mulanni and better than Kinich, right? Those kind of DPSs we're looking at. And yeah, I'm not seeing that with this weapon banner and a reason to summon. Now we can talk about the 4 stars. We do have Xingqiu and Fischl. I did see someone say C0R0 Ineffa is worse than Fischl, but I think you kind of missed the point of, like, you can just run both of them, right? Like, you can just run both of them. It is a little, I don't know necessarily what the best team is going to look like, but I doubt that, you know, Fischl in a, you know, normal Electrocharge team is actually going to be better than having an Ineffa, because Ineffa, you know, C0R1, it is genuinely, like, you know, a lot of damage. Now, that is another thing with Ineffa I forgot to mention. She really doesn't do any buffing beyond her, you know, actual, like, kit. She only does 14% for the normal Lunar Electrocharge damage. That's it. There's no extra buffing, so that's really, so I don't know, honestly, how well Ineffa will be at C0 C0 R0. I don't look at that. I may look at that purely because it does intrigue me as to how this character may actually be good and how she may be awful. But then we also have Sethos, not a character that I recommend summoning on or summoning for. Again, I don't recommend really summoning for any of these 4 stars, especially because Xingqiu has been given out for free constantly, and once we get to Lantern Rite next version update, we'll get another chance to get a free Xingqiu. He does get better with constellations, but I really don't see a point in having this character. Sethos is just like, I see a lot of people try and do clips with him, but that's it. Like they get their 5-second clip, and then Mavuika comes in and is like, oh hi, yeah, oh you do one of my E-skills, good job buddy. Like that's what it ends up being. It's like, oh yeah, Sethos, I did all this work to make him look good, and then like modern DPSs just completely dominate and destroy this guy's chances of dreams, right? As far as I can see, because I see I see Sethos mains being like, oh yeah, I got a 200,000 charge shot, right? Something along the lines of that. I haven't looked too much into Sethos, but again, 4-star, don't summon specifically for 4 stars. They will come to you in time. I literally, I went almost a year without a C6 Chevy, and now I have C6 Chevy after not intentionally summoning for her at all, except for I think Arlecchino's banner when she came back, and I was like, all right, well, I'll throw some summons at her because I'm I don't care if I get a C2 Arlecchino, which I ended up actually caring a lot that I got C2 Arlecchino. I don't like it, I didn't realize it was gonna be that bad. And then yeah, we'll see how this pans out, but yeah, Citlali is the only one that I think I could reasonably understand people summoning for right now. If Mavuika, Arlecchino, if you have either one of those characters, Citlali's a great option for a massive increase, so I understand purely why you would want to do it off of that. Other than that, there's not really much else to talk about. I think, these are just the banners. I just have to give you a flat out no. 6.0 is coming. We have also Mulanni coming next update, which I think I could more reasonably be convinced to summon for Mulanni than to summon for Citlali, honestly, because Mulanni is a DPS in of her own right. You're actually going to be playing the character, whereas Citlali, you're, summoning to buff old characters at this point. Like Mavuika is almost a year old at this point, and I mean, yeah, so Citlali, she's good, but how long will it be worth summoning for a support from them? I imagine it would still be good, right? If you enjoy Mavuika, it'd still be good, but like, yeah. So yeah, I'm excited for Ineffa. I think that's really all I have to talk about in today's video, if I'm being entirely honest. I think that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.